What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I recently found out that we have some new people joining us, so shout out to you. And hope you enjoy what you see, A little housekeeping. It is Must See YT, we do on Wednesday nights. So after us at the top of the next hour, Sue is going to have her weekly Q&A, and she does have a topic tonight. Apparently, there is news that Scream 7 may go on without Jenna Ortega. Ooh, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see what happens because, she is the star of this phase of the Scream movie. So we'll see what Sue found out and what she has to say. But until then, thank you for hanging out with me. And tonight on the conversation, have a pal of mine. She told me earlier that she's excited to be here, but I have to tell you, I'm excited to have her here. So I'm looking to see because something tells me, yes, he has done it once again. The monkey from Instagram to YouTube, Tiana has crossed all borders, from live streaming to steelbooks and slipcover battles. Her career on here knows no limitation. So everyone relax while Miss Canada locks it down.
That's awesome. Hi, everyone.
That is an intro. Hello, it's Tiana Loves Movies.
Hey, everyone.
How's
it going, KB?
What's going on, lady? How are you?
Not much.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is just going to be fun. There's no rhyme or reason to this. There's no structured kind of thing. We're just going to do it like we always do. We'll start off with a non-movie question. We'll get into the movie stuff. Then we'll end with the 5 takes. I know you've watched this before. You are one of, I know, my biggest supporters, and I know a lot of other people can say the same. So before we go any further, I just want to thank you for that. Whether it's on Instagram or here, you're always in the chat. You're always showing support. I know I appreciate it. So I speak for many others when I say we appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you, KB.
We're not alone. So let's check out who's in the chat before we get started. As usual, we have Mr. Adrian James showing up bright and early.
Adrian.
Says hello. We have my favorite fish saying hello to us. He's working, but he's going to pop in from now and then. We got Nick from Movie AB Impulse. What a fantastic guest. You're right about that. Amazing person. Right about that. Huge supporter. Right again. And now starting her own channel back up. We're going to talk about that. Yes, we know. Nick has to watch a replay because he's out trucking.
Hi, Nick.
Appreciate you, fam. And yes, much love, much love. We got Mizzy in the house. What's
Hi,
up?
Miz.
Steelbook crew represent. We got Tony P.
Hi, Tony P.
We got What's Johnny watching? Hey, cool kid.
Johnny.
You're a cool kid too, Johnny. Keep telling you. You're a cool kid too now. We got Holland Oates saying hello to everyone.
Hey, Holland.
Thanks for joining us. We got Mama Blu-ray in the chat. What's up, Bonnie?
Hi, Bonnie.
Always good to see you here. As we saw, we have the monkey. We have this person saying hey to everyone. What's up with that? We got Magic Hands in the house. What's up, Mike? Brother Dell in the house. What's up?
Hi, Dell.
My heart is here. Hello, Caprice.
Hi, Caprice.
She was so happy to know that we were going to have this conversation tonight. I was like, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to have her on. You got to. You got to love her. She is a sweetheart. We got Mika in the house. Hi for my girl, Tiana. Yes, sir.
And Kira.
Talking about hype, we got the Insomniac joining us. Bobby Blue. She is, man. He says
Hi, Bob.
she's like a little sister to me. So glad you started your channel again. Always so supportive of everyone. Like I said, like we said, we just got to get him a bedtime. You know, for real.
Just a bedtime.
Earlier than 5 a.m., but you know, a bedtime nonetheless. That should be good. We got Laren in the house. Great to
Hi,
see you,
Laren.
sir. Thanks for joining us. Everyone saying hey to each other. We got Huck. What's up, Huck, sir?
Hi, Huck.
I miss his Tuesday mornings. I was always in there in the chat and all that. And I don't know what it is now because I'm working again. It takes me a while to realize, oh wow, it's Tuesday. Oh, I miss Huck's video. I miss his live
I love
stream
Huck's
again.
Tuesdays. They're
Got to.
awesome.
You
Yeah,
got to.
they're just fun.
He brings energy, so he's like giving you that boost that coffee is not doing. So
I love it.
I'll get back in there, Huck, for sure. Yes, ma'am. She's pointing out the Hitchcock.
That's awesome.
Always watching. We got Lance Jackson at home watching the 70s show. No movie? Oh, okay. Yumi and Dupree and Pirates of the Caribbean later tonight. Okay. You scared me there, Lance. You scared me. You know, always there with the movies. Love it. Who else? Everyone's saying hey. We got Corey Wilkerson saying hey.
Hi, Corey.
Hello. We got Mr. Tony, Basement
Hi,
Blues.
Tony.
Hey, Tony. We got Dimension Scott joining us.
Hello.
Love seeing all my favorite people in here. Eddie's Films and stuff. Yes, friends in the chat. What's
Hi,
I'll just leave this up here.
No, yes, I love.
We could get a little silly, just not
A little.
Basement Blues level silly.
We'll be good, Tony. I promise.
We'll be good. Promise. Yes. Once again, see, we all know. We all appreciate it. The support is thick, and we see it, we know it, we love it. Yes, everyone in the chat. And I love you and I have both spoken about this individually and to each other. The feeling of community is basically what I'm here for. I'm not really concerned with, being monetized, all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
like the community is amazing. Like it's so warm and like we're all family basically.
Yep.
If someone's hurt, we're hurt. If someone, is upset, we're upset.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, everyone's just saying hi. I don't want to miss anybody. Emmett is here, wants to know if 13 is an unlucky number. Only if you have triskaidekaphobia. I miss you, Huck. Thank you. Mom Blu-ray and Bob already starting up. We'll leave them in the chat. I'm not putting their drama up on the screen. The two of them, man. Love affair, the two of them. All right. Of course, if you have any questions for Tiana, just feel free to add them in the chat. Keep it on, sort of on subject, but
on subject.
Sort of, we got to give them some room, some leeway. But I do have some questions, so I'm going to start off with a non-movie question for you. And anyone that knows you know you're from a province somewhere in the country of Canada. So my question to you is, what are some things that Canadians just know that Americans have no concept of?
Poutine. A lot of you do not know poutine, which is so crazy.
So good. So good.
It is so delicious.
So good. What else?
Some other stuff like maple syrup. I don't know if do you guys have maple syrup? We
do. It's a premium, and the majority of people would rather have high fructose corn syrup and call it syrup instead of paying the extra and getting real maple syrup. Like personally, I said I would move to Canada for at least 2 food items. It would be real maple syrup at an affordable price
Mhm.
and Kraft peanut butter, because we
And
don't have
Kraft
that here in the
peanut
state.
butter.
We don't have that here in the
Oh,
States.
you guys don't? So what is it
Mm-mm.
called there for their peanut butter?
They have different brands, Jif,
Just different brands,
yeah,
yeah.
Peter Pan, Skippy,
There's
but
one
none
called
of
Peter
them taste
Pan.
like Kraft. Oh, and of course, Timmy's.
Oh, yeah, and
We don't
Tim
have
Hortons.
Timmy's.
You
Yeah.
guys don't, yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and for sports fans, we don't get the heartbeat that is hockey
I
to
love hockey.
Canadians. You got
I
to.
love
It's in your
hockey.
blood. It's in your blood. You got to. That's a shout out to all my Canadian friends. I got some other Canadian questions, but we'll save them for later. Um, I just thought that'd be fun to start that way.
No, that's awesome. I love that.
How long have you been on Instagram now?
So I'm thinking probably 2014 is how
Hmm.
long I've been on Instagram. I've
Wow.
been on for a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
I
some
love
people have mentioned it, but you were on YouTube, you went away, now you're back. Yay. What's the story with that there?
I think I just kind of got to the point where the YouTube was just too much, kind of like I was working too much and like I had two
Hmm.
jobs then. So I was working lots and I just kind of didn't have the time for it. So then
Yeah.
I just kind of fell away in the distance, like where I just forgot about it.
Yeah. I mean, that happens
Mm.
so easily, especially like it's either that or burnout. So it's one or the other extreme.
Yeah.
And especially if you have another outlet to do what you want to do. So if you're, like how you would post reels on Instagram or whatever, you still have your outlet.
Yeah.
So by still having that, it's very easy to like kind of forget about, well, let me make a video and then edit it, then put it up. That's too much like work for a lot of people.
It is. It can be a lot for sure. Nala wants to say hello. Sorry.
Aw,
Say hi,
hello.
KB. Hello. I'm just gonna
Aw.
throw her over here. Sorry about that. She's so needy. She needs to be like up in it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people are either corresponding or just adding their own answers to what we were saying. I'm trying to highlight some of them, but Johnny loves some poutine.
It's good. I love
So
it.
does Laren. Missy knows what it is, but he didn't say if he likes it or not.
That's good. At least you know
Mi-
what it is.
Mika agrees. Yes. Fish adds, we don't understand Celsius.
Yep, Celsius. That was
Yeah.
last night's topic.
Like if you tell me 13 degrees Celsius today, I'm like, damn, that sounds cold.
Off that. Sorry.
Okay, Laren lost his brain a little bit trying to type real maple syrup.
Oh my.
There he goes.
We actually make homemade maple syrup. Me and my boyfriend's family, we make homemade
Really?
maple syrup. Yeah, it's fun and
Is it a
delicious.
matter of like being near to like a forest with a lot of maple trees, or do you
Yeah, like
like go out?
yeah, my boyfriend's parents live in the middle of like nowhere where
Hmm.
there's like no service or anything like that. And yeah, it's
That's
kind of
cool.
cool. I like
That
it.
is cool. That
It's
is
like a
very cool.
vacation.
Dell wants to know why Canadian bacon is round.
Well, Del, I didn't make the bacon, so how do I know why it's round?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Johnny. I would cry if I ever got to see Lord Stanley's chalice. Yeah, depending on your team, Johnny, you may never see Lord Stanley's chalice. I was just telling a friend earlier that I proposed the night that the Rangers beat the Devils for the year that they went to the Stanley Cup and won. So,
That's cool. I
Stefan
like that.
Matteau is like a big thing in our house. My kids don't know why, but they know it's a big thing. So,
That's awesome.
Corey wants to know your favorite hockey team since it's in your blood.
It's Ottawa Senators because
Ah,
they actually come in the store that I work in, like my
oh, really?
restaurant, and I
Yeah,
actually get to know them. So it's really nice.
that is cool. That is very cool. Boom, boom, boom. Burnout, such a real thing. It is. It is. And
Mhm.
so is like falling into the routine of putting together that video. And then, sometimes you'll put something together and you spend a whole time of it and no one forget about likes and subscribes and all that, but even views are low. And I know personally I've just thrown something together last minute and that's the one that, gets like 1,000 views and all this stuff. And I'm like, I didn't really do anything. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So it's
I think I
crazy.
mainly had the fear of no one watching. Like, no one was watching. Like, that's my fear. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's, like, where it's like, "Is anyone watching? Does anyone care what I have to say?" kinda thing.
Yeah.
Kinda more like, I think that's where I kinda was at with that, for sure.
That's the
But
beauty of live streaming,
yeah.
though. I mean, I
I
know
know, I
there's
know.
21 people active in this chat and probably more watching. So that's a good thing. Yeah, Canada is a nice country. Favorite singers, Shania Twain, Brian Adams. Definitely.
Country music.
Yeah.
I don't like country music. Yes,
Noted.
Leonella.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
we
God.
learned that on a trivia question for those that didn't know before that. Oh, that's right. Hurricanes. He's in Carolina. Oh my gosh. Um, Talking about the difference between the two countries. So, like yesterday, I made a purchase. Shout Factory, they're having their 4K sale right now. And, I did a couple of upgrades of movies that I still had on DVD and Blu-ray. Um, do you second guess like ordering from US sites because of like the whole shipping thing? Like I ordered from Raven Banner, which is in Canada, and I was like, ugh, shipping. But do you get the same thing in the opposite way, like ordering from like a Shout Factory or
I
Arrow? I know
kinda
you just started Arrow.
I kinda do a little bit, like, sometimes I do like the Arrow and I do like the Scream Factory, but you can find sometimes in Canada stores that will have stuff like that. So
Mm,
we have a store called, like, Sunrise. I don't know if you guys have that, but,
mm,
a lot of those ones have, like, the Arrow, the Vinegar Syndrome, and all that stuff. But it
yeah,
is sometimes the shipping, you're like, "Oh, I really want this," or you guys sometimes get 4Ks that I don't even get. Like that Italian steelbook or the Italian job one, that
yeah.
steelbook, we did not get here.
Oh wow,
But we didn't even I don't know if I don't think we got the slipcover of I'm not too sure. I never really looked, but I knew we
hmm,
didn't have the steelbook
yeah.
because
Well,
I wanted to order it.
if you ever need help, let me know. That's a given. If you don't have a Connect, you got to connect now. Um, yeah, still talking about the making videos. Yeah, I remember that starting a live stream with 0 people watching, and then Holland showed up. Holland or Adrian or Laren, one of them will show up eventually.
That's
It's a
awesome.
given.
It's a
Yeah,
given.
when you said sunrise, I immediately thought of Suncoast Video because we have that here in the States for
Oh,
sure.
that's cool.
Ooh, good question. Jim Carrey fan? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, got to
Sorry,
support
bud.
your Canadians.
I love The Mask. Such a good movie.
How could you
Like, who
not?
doesn't love The Mask?
I know. That's crazy. Um, I mentioned Arrow. You were new to the Arrow label, right? It was just
Yeah.
like last December you started like looking into it and collecting it. How many do you have now?
I think I have altogether, I think we have 10. Yeah, we
Okay.
have 10. So we're still collecting. Like I on my phone, I have like a huge list of all the ones that I want. So
Who does it?
I know, right?
What's your favorite one so far?
Oh, I would have to say my favorite one was the weird science one.
This did
I
you get the steel book?
I did.
I like that steel book.
It's so nice.
And it was the same price as a regular one. I'm like, why would you choose slip over steel if you could get the steel book for the same price? At least
I
it was here.
I find a lot of Arrow does that though. Like the
Mm-hmm.
steelbook will be the same price as the slip one, and then
Yeah,
you're like, oh well, of course I'm gonna go for the steelbook. So it looks a lot prettier maybe than the slip, but sometimes the slip looks better than the steelbook.
true.
But yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Definitely that one.
Yeah, definitely that one. But I know what you mean. It's like, or
Yeah.
sometimes the price difference is so minute. You're like, why not? So like, True Romance. I remember when that came out, and there was the regular one, there was a steel, and then they had the limited edition with the steel inside the box, which was sweet. And it was like $5 difference. So it's
Oh, yeah,
like
I
if
did
you
see
could
that
find
one.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, my wish list for all these different studios is like too long,
Mine's
too
huge
long,
also.
too long. But the good thing is you have, from what I gather, like a like a pawn shop or something that you frequent.
Yeah, so there's a pawn shop just like downtown, like 5 minutes away, and I like to walk there and just check and see what they have, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like my boyfriend and I, we go like an hour away, and they have another one which is
Oh,
super big, and we like that one too.
yeah.
I like stuff like that because those sometimes they have movies that are like buy three get one free. Like, why not, right?
Right.
You're like, okay, let's spend $60. Like,
Yeah. And get $90 worth of movies.
yeah, basically, for sure.
Yeah. I'm glad to see you brought back the mail day. I'm gonna get the name wrong. Mail Day Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, my
Is
mail
that
day
it?
Wednesdays.
Is that it? Did I get the name
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
that.
Um, it's such a great idea because I mean, don't do it on a Tuesday because some people, do Blu-ray Tuesday and they go hunting and they go to the stores and all that. Oh my gosh, you don't have Future Shop anymore, do you?
No, but I
Yeah,
loved Future Shop growing
yeah.
up.
That
That
was
was
that
the
was your Best Buy, I imagine.
Yeah, but we have Best Buy, but my Best Buy has no movies.
Yeah,
Like
that seems
none
to
at
be going
all.
around.
In
But
Canada, it's pretty big here. Like there's no movies.
really,
Oh yeah,
hmm.
at Best Buy. There's movies everywhere else, just not Best Buy. I had to make that clear.
Yeah, but the good thing about Wednesdays is sometimes if you mail order, it comes in on the Tuesday or maybe the Wednesday morning. So if you post something on the Wednesday, now everything is all together.
Yeah, and then you have everything, and basically what I just do is if something comes in during that week, like if something came in Thursday, oh well, I'll just show everyone next Thursday, like next Wednesday. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Right?
It's not going anywhere.
No, no.
Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Johnny clarifies. He says if he ever got to touch it, he had his picture taken with all of the other major sports trophies. Oh, sweet.
That's
That is
awesome.
sweet. Um, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Fish. Only Fish is allowed to ask you this question. I won't even read it. I'll leave that up to you if you want to answer it or not.
Fish, hot.
You do. You do
Oh,
seem very
thanks,
comfortable.
Bob.
I don't know how much of that is just getting used to it or me or
Might be
what.
getting used to it. I mean, Bob was a great help on kind of getting used to it, basically.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
5 o'clock live streams,
5 a.m.
AM. Emmett wants to know what you think about the Lord of the Rings movies.
I love The Lord of the Rings. My boyfriend and I love it so much that that's his favorite movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And he makes you watch the extended version, which is 4 hours.
You got to.
No. No.
Yeah. You got to get the whole idea, even though you've seen it 50, 11 times. You just got to watch it again that way.
Again and again.
Yeah. I've upgraded from the DVDs to the extended editions to the Blu-ray extended editions. And my son came to visit and he was going through that shelf and I saw him pull out the Blu-rays of the extended editions. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? He's like, well, you just told me you got the 4K upgrade, so you don't need this, right? I'm going to borrow it. I'm like,
Oh, he's going to take it.
I guess you can. I was kind of leery. Like, Why are you taking my movies? I'll
Yeah.
give you a movie. Don't take my movies.
Yeah, Drew has like all those movies. He has like the video games too. Like
Hmm.
he's a huge video game nerd and I'm the movie nerd.
That's funny. Yeah. Ooh. What's up, Cody?
Hi, Cody.
Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. Listen to the man. He knows what he's talking about. So, everybody do the thing. Just stop right now. Do the thing. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe if you're not. Do the thing. And make us all happy. So there. Now I also lost my place. Oh, what I was going to say. With the extended editions, we went through a period where we would just put aside a Sunday, get up early, have breakfast, sometimes invite people over, and spend the whole day watching all 3 extended
Oh
editions.
my.
By the end, like when Annie Lennox starts to sing from the end of Return of the King, you literally want to cry because,
It's
I've
so
made it.
moving. It is moving. Like it's
It
a
is.
moving movie. It's
It's a
good.
moving song, but
It's
it's
just
like,
so
oh my
long.
God, I made it.
Do you like The Hobbit? Like, are you into The Hobbit or not as much?
Here's the thing. Big book nerd when I was a kid. Hobbit was my favorite book. Matter of fact, I read that for years before I even read any of the Lord of the Rings stuff. It's a short book. It is not 3 movies worth of book.
Apparently,
It is a
it's
short
3
book.
movies worth.
It is not 3 movies. That's a cash grab.
Yeah.
So because of that, yeah, I don't really like it. I like Connery's performance as Smug. I like certain things about it. I like that I got to see it early during a film festival, but
Oh, that's cool. That's so
yeah,
cool.
it didn't need all that. That was
No.
overdue. Mr. Tony says, yeah, Arrow, best releases with variety. So true. So true. It's not just horror, it's not just action, it's not just martial arts, it's all over the
It has a
place.
little bit of everything, which is so nice for people. Like, I mean, I like horror, but like
Hmm.
sometimes I'm not gonna buy something that's like super duper gory.
Right,
Super
right.
duper.
And I know that's not your favorite genre, but we'll come
No,
back to
no.
that. We got Movies with Ryan in the house. Hello. Thank you
Hello.
for joining. Cody says he's excited that you started your channel back up, but not excited that you blocked him on the slipcover tournament with
Oh,
your
with the Lion King.
Lion King 1.5 pick. Oops, story time. You got the floor. What happened?
So Cody pulled the Lion King 1.5, and like I am a huge Disney fan. Like I have all those Disney slipcovers and stuff, and I was like, oh no, I have that. So I put that up and I was like, oops, sorry, Cody.
Oh my gosh. I gotta watch the replay.
It
I
was
totally
fun.
fell out last
It was a
night.
lot of fun.
I just fell out, so apparently I missed all 16 hours of it, so I'll go back and watch it. Fish said you were out for blood. I got
Just a
it.
little.
This sounds like it was a fun time. I definitely have to get back into it. And apparently, Bob doesn't like Jim Carrey. So
Nope.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's not for everybody. He's definitely not for everybody. That's for sure. Huck has a question and kind of leads to some of my upcoming questions. So, who's your favorite Canadian actor export that we have embraced here in the States?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun.
He's very good looking.
Easy on the eyes.
He
Easy on the
is,
eyes.
yeah.
I could see that. For a while there, he was kind of playing pretty much typecast roles. Snarky. Guy gets a girl.
Guy gets a girl.
Yeah, it was just like the same. But then Wolverine came along. Pawn shops, thrift stores in my area have way too many DVDs. They can't figure out that even $2 is too much for scratch up this. Yeah, that is a problem. It's really cool when I hear certain people say, oh, my used movies place, whatever it is, has like Blu-rays and 4Ks. I'm like, lucky you. Like Tim has a place that has $4 4Ks. Hello.
That's crazy and
That is
awesome.
crazy.
That's
Yes.
so awesome.
Aw, we all
Oh.
are. You are a natural, and we are looking at more content. And you know what? If you don't want to go through all those steps of like creating videos and all that, just live stream. That's what everybody else does. Hawk likes Shatner.
Shatner.
Who would you punch if you could punch somebody in the face? Shatner. I'd punch Shatner. Yeah, still going on about Jim Carrey. Dell is a hard no on the extended. Y'all got hateration in your heart. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's why I kept it, Tony, because all the special features on the Blu-rays. And I said, I'm not selling this. I'm not giving it away. It has a place on that shelf right there.
It's beautiful too. Like if you got the like collector's edition
I
ones,
did.
they're so beautiful.
I did.
They look like books.
And thank you, Mom, because my mother is the one who sent me money. Said, what do you want to watch right now? What do you want to see? And I was like, well, I was just going to Best Buy to pick this up. She's like, you get that. It's on me. I was like,
Thanks, Mom.
Mom, thank you. Thank you. Johnny likes the extended cut, so look at there. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. 168 pages. That does not
That's a
equal
small
3
book.
movies. It is. It's an easy read. It's quick. I could pick it up now and finish it by tomorrow night. And it's beautiful.
KB, did you watch the new show that they have on Amazon Prime?
I did
No?
not.
Don't watch it.
No?
It kind of wrecked it. So
Really?
Yeah. They were making it more like this society, and it wasn't as good. So I really, just don't watch it. Skip that.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you said that, because
No, 'cause they wrecked it.
it was between that and what was the other show that was on at the time?
Oh, I'm trying to think of those shows are.
The Game of Thrones prequel.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh, the Dragon Lady.
Yeah.
Movie show.
Yeah, exactly.
That one.
Yeah. So I was so into that I was like, if I try to split my attention out, because I'm the person that will watch on Sundays and then rewatch on Mondays and then get into all the details and all the behind the scenes stuff. And by Thursday, I'm ready to watch on Sunday again.
Yeah.
And if I did that for 2 shows with that deep in, no, I couldn't do it.
I like binge watching. Binge watching shows are always fun. Like just sit there and just let her go.
House of the Dragon. Thank you, Fish.
Oh, thanks, Fish.
I had Heart of the Dragon. I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
What's a lady dragon?
Yeah. Yeah. Even now with even more walking. That's like the Clerks 2 argument.
A lot of people say they can't watch Lord of the Rings because of Clerks 2. Because of they're like saying about the walking and stuff. Yeah.
Because you don't realize it till somebody points it out, and you're like, that dude.
And you're like, wow, that's so much walking.
It is. Adrian, I'm with you. I prefer to watch the extended version of BBS instead of the theatrical. You just get more out of it. Maybe too much, but more out of it for sure. Trying to catch up in the chat, people. We got Mega Mike the Movie Man joining us.
Hi, Mike.
Hello. Mika also loves Ryan Reynolds. He is good on the eyes. He is. You know what, Ryan? I had this question and I didn't write it down. Have you been stateside? I don't mean like upper New York or Washington State, but like, have you hung out
the border?
Like vacation here, LA, Nueva York, Texas?
Just all Canadian.
Oh, you gotta travel. I encourage.
I know.
I encourage everyone in chat, travel. Travel while you're young, travel when you're old. Just travel. Get outside of your comforts, get outside of people who think and look like you, and see the world. It's a beautiful thing.
I like that. That was deep.
What's up, Benicio?
Hi, Benicio.
Waffles or pancakes? That's random.
Pancakes.
I'm with you. I had a waffle the other day and I was like, I wish this was pancakes.
So
Johnny wants to bring you to the dirty south.
the dirty south.
Dirty.
I don't want to know why it's dirty.
It's just how they get down. Let's just leave it at that. Let's talk movie collection since we keep pointing back there. What's it looking like these days? I know you keep a nice accurate count of the size and everything.
It's pretty big. It's like the wall. I mean, it's not organized, but we're
That's
actually
fine.
going to change it up soon. My boyfriend and I are going to take down this. Actually, this was made for my anniversary, for my 3rd anniversary with him. I know, yeah.
Congrats.
He made it one day when I was at work.
Aw.
And yeah, I came in and he's like, "Hey, I made you something." I was like, "Oh, what did you make me?" And he's like, "Oh, it's for your movies." And it's the whole wall is like a shelf. So, but the whole wall is full now, so now we need to figure something out.
It's funny how that happened.
I know. Like, okay, too many? Apparently.
No
Never.
such thing. No such thing. Let's just say we've grown. We've grown. Yeah, it's fine. And about not being organized, when people apologize for that, I'm like, can you find a movie you want? Because I think that's the most important thing. If you could find your favorite comedy, that's all that matters.
I mean, it's in alphabetical order. It's
that's
just
fine.
a lot of things are out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's all.
You say that in your Canadian show, and I just heard it.
I was like, wait, I said that.
It's out. Talk about your favorite genre and why.
I'd have to say my favorite genre would be comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I love to just laugh. I love a good laugh. And sometimes you just need a good laugh.
Yep.
After, a hard day at work or a hard, anything.
It's true. It's true. And there's certain periods of time where, I don't know, comedy was king. And there are people that like the early 2000 comedies, and then people like, I don't get that. But,
I like it all. I love it all.
you just want to laugh.
Yeah.
Do you remember a show called Due South?
I do not know that show.
Mm-hmm. It sounds familiar, but I'm trying to picture it.
I will probably Google it after to figure out.
That's fine. That is fine. Oh, listen to the man. He knows what he's talking about. For the one time. What's your boyfriend's name again? Drew?
His name's Drew, yeah.
Okay. So I know his favorite subgenre of horror is zombies. What's yours?
So subdrama is like, it's that's like cars and stuff like that, right? Because subdrama.
Like some people like slashers, some people like zombies, some people like creature features.
I don't know if I have a favorite subgenre. Like, I don't think I do, because I like it all basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know he loves zombies. Like, oh my gosh. He has the like raunchiest zombie movies that you're like, what is this? Who made it? And why?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I guess he likes like Fulci and Dawn of the Dead and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like the classics.
Shaun of the Dead.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
Right in there. He loves that.
You got some red on you. I love that. Yes, Drew liking horror, you picked a good man. For sure. Yes. That's right, Tiana. Mika's favorite is zombies as well.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, and Caprice is like you, hard to pick.
It
Hard to
is,
pick.
though, honestly, for sure.
Yeah, I got. Ooh, I've been to Canada back in '97. Oh, Niagara Falls, so East Coast. Got it. Got it. It's fun. I've been up there a couple of times, especially when I was younger for work and, family trips and all that. I would love to go to Toronto. I'm trying to get to the film
I have a lot of
festival.
friends from Toronto.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Mhm.
to the film festival in the fall just because.
Oh, is it the TIFF one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to go so bad. I know I have friends. I have a friend in Peterborough, and he always goes, and he's like, "Are you coming?" And I was like, "No,
You
I'm not
should.
coming."
The two of you should make a
I
trip and
know.
come. It's fun.
I know. I live in a small city, and big cities kind of scare me a little bit, so I'm kind of like,
Huh.
mm.
We'll take care of you. We'll make sure you're okay. Oh, look at that. The Doubles are planning a trip to Montreal. And
Ooh,
Toronto is in
nice.
the works as well. I am convinced I'm going to meet the twins before the end of this year. Either I'm going to be at Bull Moose and they're going to show up this
Mhm.
fall, or maybe in T-Dot and they're going to be at the film festival. I just know by the end of the year, I'm going to meet them. So
That's awesome. I wish
I'm
I could meet
convinced.
people. Not very many people like movie people come to Canada. Like I don't really know too many Canadian movie,
Hey,
lovers.
just like you found this community, I'm sure there's a Canadian film community somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. We're out there. Oh, Johnny. He got as close as Niagara Falls and he forgot his ID to go over the bridge.
Oh
It
no.
happens. It happens. All right. I got one more question for you before
Yep.
we hit the 5 takes. And this is in regard to your movie marathons that you do.
Mhm.
I know that right now you're spending a beautiful month rewatching your favorites. But the real question is, did you ever finish that Nick Cage marathon?
I did
That
not
sounds
finish.
like a no.
I did not finish the Nick Cage marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I do, yeah. Nope, that just went downhill. That one.
You had enough movies.
I definitely did. Like
Uh-huh.
my boyfriend was laughing at me too. He's like, "Are you not gonna watch one?" I was like, "I think I've had enough of him." But I was like, "I do love him. Don't get
He's
me
a lot.
wrong."
He's a lot to take,
He
especially
was
in the
so
roles where he's over the top. He
yeah.
is really hard to take.
And some movies were just kind of like boring, and I was like, "Oh
Mm.
gosh, I don't want to watch this."
Yep. It's true. It's very true.
It's
All
hard
right.
sometimes to come up with what you want to do for the month, like what
Mm-hmm.
you're like wanting to watch and stuff.
It's
It's
true.
sometimes kind of hard. Like you're like, what do I do this month? And I usually write down in my book, like, okay, this month I'm gonna do this thing or this on genre or something. But that's what I usually do, yeah. In my movie book.
You got to. You got to do
Mm.
something. What up? What up? What up? What up? Culture Trinity in the house.
Hello.
And we got the Radster.
Hi.
We got Rated G in the house. What's up, my man? Oh my gosh, everyone's showing up. We got Kenny Levels in the house. Hello.
Hi,
Everyone just
Ken.
came in like pop, 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 pop.
Happy anniversary. You and Michelle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary to Ken and Michelle. 15 years. Blessings on the two of you. That
I
is
always
awesome.
remember it because it's near my birthday.
And
That's
when
how
is
it
your
always.
birthday?
It's this Saturday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Soon.
I hope you enjoy it. Blessings to you as well. Blessings to Caprice in the chat. In less than 24 hours, it will be her birthday.
Ooh,
So,
yay. Happy birthday,
happy
Chris.
birthday. You know you have my heart. Hope you enjoy your day. Yeah, it's like everybody just came in. Pa, 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 pa. All right, I see we have some other questions and comments to highlight, but are you ready for the 5 takes?
I am ready for the 5 takes.
All right, all right, all right. Let's start, as we always do, with number 1. Name the film that made you fall in love with the movies.
So a movie that made me fall in love with movies. It's a Disney movie
Hmm.
because I grew up with Disney movies, and this is the first one my dad ever showed me. I had it on VHS, and then when they came out with the Blu-ray, I got super excited, and I was obsessed with Tigger, and that is the Tigger movie.
Yes.
It was my favorite. I had to have everything Tigger. I dressed up for Halloween as Tigger. It's just, yeah, such a good one.
Awesome. That is a great start. You're off to a great start on that one. Um, because a lot of people don't realize that there's something magical about those movies, and not to be like a
Yeah.
salesman for the mouse or anything, but it's able to capture you and then keep you so that any age you feel like you're able to just revisit it.
Yeah,
And
I
I
could
mean,
watch that anytime, basically. And that's like
y-
Shrek too. Like I
yeah,
could watch Shrek all the time because I used to watch it all the time.
and Pixar movies are the same way. You could just
Yeah.
go back and all of a sudden you're younger again. All right, number two. Name five of your favorite films. Not the five, but five of your favorite films.
All right. So I have them physically.
Yay.
So my first one is Step Brothers. I
Did we just
love
become best friends?
Yeah. I love Step Brothers. It's amazing. The next one is a Disney one again, which is Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my
I love
gosh, I haven't seen
this.
that in so long.
It's so good. I love it. Actually, when I was in primary school, they did an Alice in Wonderland play and I got to be a card, which was super fun. Another one is Beetlejuice, my favorite Halloween movie.
How many
Super.
copies now?
I have 8.
Ooh.
I love that movie. I have so many copies of that.
Apparently.
My so Drew's always like, "Why do you have so many copies of that?" And I was like, "They're just amazing. Look at all of them. Different kinds."
Yep. Yep.
My all-time favorite movie is Superbad. That's my favorite.
Really?
I'm a huge Seth Rogen fan, like huge.
Huh.
So that's my
But
all-time.
Ryan Reynolds is higher on the scale
He's
because
higher on the
he looks
scale.
better than Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a wee
Not as funny, but
And then
it
the
looks
last
better.
one is Mean Girls.
Yes, the Burn book. I love that edition.
I
It's
love
so
Mean
cute.
Girls.
Yes. And neither of us are wearing pink. Wow, look at that.
Nope. I guess I
Nope.
should have wore pink.
Not today. Not today.
Oh, it's Wednesday too.
That's why I said it.
I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. It's all timing. Timing. Um, let's just bang through these and then we'll come back to the comments from the chat.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Number 3. Name a classic movie or a popular movie that everybody loves, but you can't stand.
Okay. So
You
this one
shouldn't
is,
hold it up if you can't stand it.
I mean,
'Cause
I
that means
don't even own it.
Okay.
So so this one everyone likes for some reason. I fell asleep a million times trying to watch it. It's a musical and it's the La La Land.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really big on it. I can't get through it. I mean, I love Emma Stone and I love Ryan Gosling, but that movie just I could not get through it. I still this today cannot get through it. I've tried. I just keep passing out. I'm like, I'm done.
Wow. Okay. Not gonna bother you about
I
it.
know, I know. Sorry, everyone. So
No, it's good.
sorry.
Hey, don't apologize for what you like. And everybody else don't yuck her yum, or vice versa. All right. Let's flip that. Name a critically hated movie. As a horror fan, you should have a lot. That you love.
A critically hated movie that I really like that I feel like a lot of people have forgot about. I have
Hmm.
a physical copy. I forgot to grab that one actually. Is Hot Rod. Do you know that movie?
Yeah, with Sandberg.
Mm-hmm. I love
Yeah.
that movie. It's pretty funny and it's just a great time. But yeah,
I
that's
rem
I feel
I
like a lot of people forget about that one.
I remember for a while there, it was very hard to find it. I think it was hard to find the Blu-ray,
Mhm.
and people were selling like 70, $80. I was
It
like,
was
for this
expensive.
movie?
I remember that.
Oh my God. But
But
yeah.
that's because people didn't want it. People did not want it. They never the theaters, it did bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
But it's
love
that
it.
exclusivity that,
Mhm.
just made everybody want it. So I have a couple more questions, but let's check in with the chat to see what they're talking about. Catch up. Laren asks, favorite concert you've been to?
So my favorite band of all time, it's a Canadian band. I don't know if people will know it. It's Faber Drive.
And you went to see them?
I did.
Awesome.
That was my very first band, and my best friend and I made t-shirts.
Aw, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, Caprice also dying to meet the twins. Three of my favorite people meeting. No fear. Sunshine, I'm waiting to meet you more than everybody. So, yeah, they feel it too. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yes, coming up with themes is tough, but fun. But fun. And I
Mhm.
like that you're getting the polling going because that helps because then
I
it's
like
like
the polls.
people will tune in to see like what you
Mhm.
choose and what you watch for the month because they voted for it. So
Yeah,
that's good. Mizzy loves Step Brothers.
it's so good.
Ryan is quoting it.
I always quote that all the time
Mean Girls
at
Love.
work.
How do you feel about Beetlejuice 2?
I'm actually kind of excited for Beetlejuice too. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see where they take the story because the cartoons were so good. So I'm wondering
Yep.
if they're going to go the cartoon way. So
Yeah.
hopefully, it would be kind of cool if they did go the cartoon way a little bit. Like, not
Mm-hmm.
that it's going to be like a cartoon, but
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
know.
be like
The
the
plot.
story. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like the plot.
Well, all we know is that Jenna Ortega, the It Girl, is in it, but apparently not Scream 7. So, yeah, we'll talk about that in the next hour over on Susan's channel.
Mhm.
Michael met Judd Apatow and signed his DVDs of Step Brothers and Superbad. That's pretty dope.
That's cool.
If Tiana needs a nap, La La Land is a go-to.
Yes, Tony.
Don't let Ken hear you saying that he loves that movie.
I
So
know.
does Tim. Tim loves it too.
I don't know
And
why.
yeah, Dell calls it blah blah bland.
Blah blah land.
Hot Rod is hilarious.
Right?
You
It's
you got
so
you gotta
good.
love Sandberg's humor though.
And
That's
I
the thing.
do. I love
That's
it.
the thing.
Zombieland, like, it's up
Mm-hmm.
there.
I hated Hot Rod first time I watch it. Love it now after a rewatch. Sometimes that's what it takes.
You just need to
Yeah.
rewatch some stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Mizzy says he remembers seeing it in theaters. You were one of the few, my friend. One of the few.
One of the
It's good.
wonderful.
Yes, Ian McShane. I remember him in Hot Rod. Oh wow, good one. Emmett's been asking this question over and over. Do you think Smog was a villain?
Um, I think he was a villain. I think so. I would
I
say yes.
I think he was protective.
Yeah.
Tim will have words with the La La Land comment. See?
I'll be hiding.
Before we get to number 5, I have some quick hitters for you.
Mhm.
So, favorite Canadian horror movie?
Ooh, favorite Canadian horror movie. I don't know if I know any. Like off
Mm.
topic, like offhand.
When you think of one, post it on Instagram.
I
Make it
will.
like a story or something.
I'll do it.
And have you seen either of these or both of these? My Bloody Valentine or Ginger Snaps?
So actually, My Bloody Valentine, I just bought the steelbook not that long ago, and actually Bob and I were talking about that like a
Yeah.
few months ago, and I was like, "Is this any good? Because the steelbook looks so good." And he's like, "Yeah, no, that's really good," and it's like the original one too. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "You got to buy that," and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. But yeah, so I bought it. I just haven't watched it yet.
I still don't have Ginger Snaps.
I
I've
don't.
seen it. I've seen
I
the
don't think I've
original.
seen Ginger Snaps.
Yeah. Um, Lichens, Werewolf, that kind of stuff. Um, some more comments. More Hot Rod is hilarious. That was like Grandma's Boy. Yeah. Oh, that was another stupid funny movie.
I love that movie. It's so funny.
Yeah, people love it now.
Or
I
That's My Boy.
mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Ginger Snaps, good.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it does need a Blu-ray. I think it's only available on DVD.
Mhm.
We got some love for Bloody Valentine. There you go. And for Grandma's Boy. Awesome. Awesome. I'm loving this. Loving it. All right. And as we prepare to land the plane and get everybody over to Movies and Sue's Q&A, I ask you, who would you like to see me have a conversation with on this channel?
So my favorite two brothers,
Yeah.
I think would be perfect to be on here because they're my favorite brothers.
Okay.
It's their names are Mike and Dan, but their channel is Oh Brother Podcast.
Oh Brother Podcast? Like,
Yeah.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
yeah, like
Ah.
yeah, Oh Brother Podcast.
Or like, Oh Brother.
Yeah, like Oh Brother.
I like that.
They're
Oh
my
Brother
favorite.
Podcast.
There, yeah.
So what do they do? Movie reviews? Or what's this?
So they do movie reviews,
Mm-hmm.
TV reviews,
Oh, okay.
and they do. They have a YouTube channel, and they also do a podcast. Which every time I'm cleaning or doing something, I love listening to their podcast.
Yeah,
They're just super funny.
I need to get back into my podcast because I miss it. We used to do one every week with the pandemic and everything. We used to do it all the time, but I miss it. So I got to get back into that. But until then, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for hanging out, pal. I sound like Jimmy Fallon when I say that, pal. He calls everybody pal. It's so obnoxious.
My friend at work calls me buddy.
Buddy.
She goes around. She's like, "Hey, buddy."
Hey, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to everyone in the chat. On your way out, please feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, head over to Sue's. Boom, 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 boom. One more thing I was going to look at here. More comments. More people loving Grandma's Boy. Mika says Ginger Snaps has a Blu-ray release from Scream Factory. I know.
Cool.
I saw that and I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to buy this on Blu-ray. Then they'll announce the 4K. Hate that. People checking out the Oh Brother podcast.
Yeah, they're pretty
Same
awesome. I love
thing.
those brothers.
Thank you, Bobby Blue. Thanks for hopping in. Fish, thank you for risking your job and hanging out. Birthday girl, love you too. Brother Dell, thank you. Mizzy, Laren, everybody. Yeah,
Everybody.
wait for that 4K. Good idea. Good idea. All right.
Maybe thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. It's my
And it's
pleasure.
so nice to meet you finally.
I know. I was like, when you said that earlier, I was like, what are you talking about? We never met. Okay.
Nope, never met.
It just feels like that. I mean, it's almost like daily communication through Instagram and everything. Before we end, though, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah. So, as you know, I am Tiana from Tiana Loves Movies on Instagram. I started up a YouTube channel. You can find me over there. And it's, again, Tiana Loves Movies. And I post movies.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it. So glad that you're back. And thank you again for joining me. And for everyone